calling you a radical. This is the school of business I graduated and taught. In 96, the second time I graduated the first time in 78. Highest exit testing in the history of undergraduate economics or business schools in the history of the United States. To this day, 17 of us in Cooley's program. I used to tell Dr. Cooley, you must throw mine out. Whereas we got the MBA, Dr. Cooley got mad cow and died. Kyle Madsen died, the Wattis curse. So it's how do you go from number one, well over a decade long, every single year. When I taught here, I was a student professor, and I got blackballed. And if you don't know what that term is, ask Fawn McKay Brody, David O. McKay's lovely niece. Yeah, you see a statue of her here? Do a University of Chicago, you do University of LA, yeah. 16-year-old female professor in the 30s. What? The greatest historian, the greatest research PhD in history. Oh, yeah. She went to Weber High like me. She was an early grad like that. I was 16, kicked out of the English department. When I was, the exit test, they used to test when you're 14, 15, 16. I started getting these test scores off the hook. You know, I was one of those, wouldn't go to class, whatever. So they found me here, stuck me in this early program here. Early honors. Zoology, oh, the greatest zoology department ever. Where do you think I learned all my biology? Finance, wicked to get through this program. I mean, wicked, just the best in the world. Art, oh, Daryl Strong, Farrell Colette, Jane Catlin Sr. Oh, so what do you get? And if you don't believe me, how do you go from when I taught here and I taught here, the exit test, number one, used to beat Wharton. Wharton was our sister school. I used to go back there and teach. They used to come here, vice versa. Yeah, but Trump had a guy that, go ask his circuit judge aunt, her sister. She says there was this guy. He would go to class. He'd try that one around here. I don't think it would have worked. So what do you get for an MBA or business degree from Weber State? Let's look. For deposit only. What do you got? You got something in there. Come on, let's flip that can. You got to have somewhere to set this camera. I look back on it. What a fucking great education I got in the early days. Now it's a clown. Don't go. Look her up. See Jemima class. Don't go see the Dalai Lama. Ooh, performance artist Blanche. Here's what I got. Thank God for my biology background. Oh, lucky penny for that. Where's that from? Pacific Grove Library. Palazzo, Italy Library. La Jolla Library. Where's that one? Castroville Library. Monterey. Oceanside. New York City. Where's your elementary school one? That typo's at your feet, Edie. Remember Volker speaking here. This was the old Mariner Eccles Fair. We were talking last night at the game. I ran into some guys that graduated about Dr. Fuller, and he was out of the Eccles Fed. He ran District 13. We're talking about Bruce Hanley, who I worked for when he used to do the statistic probability to get out the dice. He's dead. They're all dead. It's the fucking Wattis curse. So, what do you get from Weber State School of Business? Don't go see the Dalai Lama. Weber State School of Business. E.O. Wattis, the nuclear energy crimes. It's perfect, ain't it? When they rolled in here, Dirty Herbie, and wanted to develop this as switch from business economics to supply chain. By the way, speaking of 9/11, I was teaching here then when it happened. We had 14 students in this school in the building. I just got home from New York. They arrested 5 kids in that building. They ran the labs. Saudi kids. E.O. Wattis died of leukemia. 3 days after they got the contract to build Hoover Dam, they built the reactors at FUKUSHIMA. Stand up the nuclear. It's perfect, ain't it? So she takes over from Chinese oligarchy. They sold us down the river. She speaks to the Utah Economic Development Council. She forbids legislators and for students when the Dalai Lama came here. Don't go see the Dalai Lama. Give some advice to brilliant young students. Go to school, pick and choose. You're here for a piece of paper for the night. You know, try to find the good professors. Oh, it's cheap. Weber State's cheap. Used to be really cheap and good. In fact, residence when I was young was free. And now, I went to Berkeley for a while. It's free. Huh. Well, don't go for a piece of paper. Self-educate on the internet. Wade through the muck. You're going to learn nothing here. For deposit only. Look at it. They're pathetic as hell. The economics professor here at teaching my class, I run into the bar at Steiny's from Indiana. He was telling me, well, these students aren't good enough here. What? They can read. There's 5 really great business schools in this state. Westminster, BYU. Utah State sold out too to the Koch brothers. But why would they come here, you loser? I says, you know what? I ought to kick your ass. I'm from here. Do you even know who Mariner Eccles? He's from here. You know, I started naming off all the people that graduated in this school. Famous, incredible, successful people. Not now. They're pathetic. Tests don't lie. Pass-fail guy I was. Midterm final, that's what it was. Oh, I'm not a good test taker. Quote Dr. Cooley. Oh, you're really not a good test taker, huh? Gilded in gold, you better find something else to do than go to university. Because you're going to take a lot of fucking tests. Last of the Mohicans. They're all dead. Anybody who graduated here in the 80s and 90s, they know. They know. Them degrees are powerhouses. I graduated with Mikado himself. Mikado. Yep, that's him. Heir to the Japanese royal family. In the early days of Fukushima, he's the one that freaking gave me all the info. Him and his sister. March 12, 2012, they fled to Argentina with their children. They're still there. Don't go see the Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama. There's only 2 days you can't get something done. That would be yesterday and tomorrow. Right here, right now. For deposit only, the Weber State. Wattis School of Business. Ranked dead last. How do you go from first to last? And they doubled their salaries. Pathetic's the fucking word.